I want to take a vacation. Company says you have, 2 months. Yeah, ad sent is garbage on January, and I don't even work on holidays. We don't run ads. Sign up now and use the code BETASMYBITCH to get the free FU! It's the end of 2021. We're here today at the Nagano Prefecture, and I don't think you can tell, but damn it, it's ice cold right now, and I could have closed the curtains, but if you look outside, you got a really nice view, so screw my health, right? Next year, the Switch is going to turn 4. I still remember when I saw the new Zelda and Mario games, and my ass obviously just cared about Mario, and as we look into year 4, we gotta look back. This video will be the first part of the two-parter, the one we reflect, the boring one. The other video would come out later when we all get our things sorted out, and we could speculate some new games that we're gonna see that year. Starting off with Mario 3D World. Oh boy, what a banger to start off with. A lot of people thought this game wouldn't be too much, it would just be the port of the Wii U game, but honestly I was really surprised when they did the Bowser's Fury remake. Generally, from the grand scheme of Mario, this is a very experimental Mario title, testing out new ways of doing open world platformers while still incorporating the linear designs in 3D World. For 3D World itself, I do like the small improvements they put here and there. I don't think they need to add a new character. As much as Daisy would have been cool, what would have even had? Like a double jump from Mario Run? Rosalina already has a double jump, you obsolete freaking idiot. But yeah, the camera's cool. I love the online, but I also freaking hate it because frame drops are intense, and I've seen some of those, like the Mario 3D World pros who do it even better on online. I still don't get how they do it. But back to Bowser's Fury, the main meat at hand. I love the game, it's very great. The day and night cycle is a bit annoying sometimes because the Bowser blocks make it a little hard for you to just get all the moons in one smooth go. They can work on that, but overall, good first attempt. Next game was Pokemon Snap. This is the rare time where I actually talk about a Pokemon game that was actually good! Hahaha, funny joke. God damn it, what went wrong with the world? This game is actually very nice to look at, which is a compliment I don't really say to Pokemon games because they look like they were on the f***ing Wii. What does this game tell me, other than being a pretty chilly photo game? Well, it tells me that Bandai Namco should seriously just start making all the Pokemon games. They're better at doing it. They have apparently a bigger budget because, honestly, yeah, look at all their other games. They have good modeling, they have good animation. They could probably do Pokemon if they were given more budget and more time and more support from the Pokemon Company. They could probably make a better game than Game Freak, a studio that is pretty much obsolete at making 3D video games and should pretty much just stick to the 2D graphical styles on the DS. Game Builder Garage! Oh yeah, that's a thing. Honestly, I forgot it was a thing. On my script it says GBG, which... GBG, what is that? No, it's Game Builder Garage, the one that everyone forgot about because, I don't know, people still probably make stuff. It's just that it was pretty limiting. I'm really sad about the node count. I do not like how short it is and how small it is and how little you can actually create within the node count. I'm pretty sure there's a solution to this where you can just make each level a level of a bigger world or story, whatever, right? There was a Snake Metal Gear one that showcases really well, where it was one big game separated into small chunks in that, but that is still limiting to games that want to go even further and create more nodes and use more nodes at one simultaneous time. That honestly kind of killed the game. I feel like Nintendo should have just made the node account like 99999, like crazy large numbers that no one will ever reach. But aside from that, sure, it's a great game. It actually teaches you how to make video games, but some of the assets are kind of weak. I wanted some, like, Mario, Zelda, anything Nintendo related in this game would have been, you know, cool. It would have been just a fun preset to work around and just avoid creating unique characters, instead just use Nintendo characters. And I don't know if that sounds great for some people, but It sounds great for me, and that's good. That would have made the game a little bit more compelling as a Nintendo game, but I get it. Miitopia, personally my favorite game of the early first half of 2021. It's a good game, and it was a good game back at the 3DS. They brought it back. They added the horse for some reason. I don't know why, but it was cool. And also, the Miis are so robust. You can make the Miis literally anything in this game, and I do not like how it's not in the base Mii creation. I want to play as all my Miis in Miitopia, and like I don't know, like Mario Golf, or like the I don't know Smash Brothers. That would've been cool. That would've been amazing. But damn it, Nintendo, you gotta lock it behind the Miitopia border. I do want to see another Mii game remake that uses the same Mii making mechanic of all this expandable stuff. Tomodachi Life would be the obvious contender here, but it could also be like Street Pass. We could still have Street Pass here because the Switch is a portable item, so why don't you just do that? Why don't you just do that, Nintendo? Jeez. DDLC Plus, Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. I did not need to say the title twice, but it's a pretty popular game, so I can just say that, you know it. I didn't finish it. The short story kind of got long. They weren't short at all. They were pretty long. Like, I had to read through them. And after I knew, and I've been spoiled on the internet, that there was nothing really cool that came from the short stories, I was like, damn it. I wanted something cool and fun, but nah. Base game, though, is actually really good. I love the glitches. I love how... I played it on Switch because I already played it on PC, and I wanted to see how they do it on console. And it's a very smart solution. They do a game in a game in a game where you're playing on a fictional desktop, and you just move those files around like you do in an actual desktop, but this time it's on the Switch. That's cool. I love that concept. I can't wait for what next game they're going to make. Except it's not going to come out in like 16 years because they took like that much years to make a remake, which... I don't know, dude. They better be working on something crazy in the background, because I want more from Cube Salvato. Please, give me more. Mario Golf Super Rush. Oh yeah. One thing that feels really sad when I look back is that I wanted more. I really wanted more. I do not like how Nintendo is doing the free updates thing with all the spin-off Mario titles. It's not a very healthy thing you should be doing for your games that barely have any content to begin with. I wanted all the characters and the maps. I actually really like the game now because there's so many more interesting maps to choose from. Aside from that, the game is actually pretty fun in my opinion. I haven't played the older Mario Golf games way too much. I heard the GameCube one was fucking amazing, and I don't know how good it was. I can't really tell you. Maybe I should play them, and maybe when I play them and I come back and like, oh shit, Mario Golf Super Rush is actually pretty garbage. Personally, I do love Rosalina in this game. Her outfit is so cool, and I wish it was in more things other than just this game. Wario! Oh, hell yeah. Another Wario game. Is pretty much what I say every time when I just see another Wario game, because that's what I feel like. It's just always good, and it's never been bad. Wario games have always been great. I don't think I can even name one bad Wario game. Even the one on Virtual Boy was actually pretty good. If you just remove the red filter, like it was actually a working game. But what did I think of Get It Together? It was a very ambitious game for a game that really tried to make sure it had lower stakes. It definitely doesn't have the same qualities of all the other games where like they actively take advantage of the motion mechanics, the button mechanics, and the touchscreen mechanics. This time it's just 2 players, which could have been done on any console, but I guess the Switch has an attribute of having 2 controllers with 1 system as a full package, so sure, fine, that works out. The new controlling stuff, that's cool. I love how competitive WarioWare has become now because of all the characters you can choose from. Especially the weekly challenges. I've been doing them, every single one of them so far, and I haven't missed a beat. And I love doing all of them. They're all really fun, and some of the new ones have been really good too. Fuck 9-Volt though, that guy fucking sucks. And also Cat and Anna, the ones where they restrict your movement by forcing you into like left and right, up and down situations are garbage, and I do not believe that they should exist in this video game, because they fucking suck, dude. Metroid Dread! Oh, this game's so good. The visuals are great! Level design is great! Oh! Sorry. The aesthetics and the animation details are so well thought out. It's like one of those Marvel movies where they make like super deep cuts to like their previous Marvel entries and like make really fun connections and filmmaking or whatever. It's like that where like they make reference to itself and it makes sure the details are all correct and in line with the universe, and they just don't look over they don't look over anything small. They make sure they look into everything small. They don't keep any stone unturned. I think the channel called Loogie Bros really showcased this well with showing all the small little details Metroid Dread has. I'll link it down in the description if I can remember it during editing. Personally, my favorite is the one where Samus grabs the top ledge when she doesn't have a morph ball, but she doesn't do that when she has the morph ball because she knows she can just roll through it. That's a detail I wouldn't have known to see for like literally all the time I've been playing this game if you didn't point it out to me, because it's such a small, but it would actually be the case if you couldn't morph ball. And speaking of which, how long have I played this game? Well, it's not as quite as long as I want it to be. I want to play more of it, want to get better at it. I've speedrun this game like 3 or 4 times. I've beaten the hard mode, the easy mode, the journalist mode, and as for the future of this series, Mercury Steam did say they were making something else separate from Metroid. I think it was a Castlevania thing. I don't know. They don't make good Castlevania games, so I don't know if that'd be the fit for them. If it's something else, I do support them though. I am gonna keep an eye on Mercury Steam because they have completely changed my opinion after their shitty Castlevania game. I'm not gonna talk about Prime here because that's a next part video after the year's done, so bye-bye. Next up we have Mario Party Superstars, which I fell off hard. I played it with some friends, some public, some private. We all had some fun. That was cool. Mini games. The one problem is though, I never grew up with the Mario Party franchise, so it was really hard for me to like actively be invested in all the HDifying of all the boards. Obviously, I can tell that the gameplay is way better than Super 10-9, Star Tour, whatever the hell was on the 3DS. But aside from that, I can't really get passionate over like, oh, it's Mario Party something. I don't know because I haven't played the games. The ones I played are like the later ones, like 8, 7, 6. Those are those ones I played. As for the other games that also released this year but aren't on Nintendo consoles, are BTD Battles 2 and FNAF Security Breach. Starting with BTD Battles 2, if you don't know, it's called Bloons Tower Defense Battles 2. It is a sequel, obviously, because of the 2. It's a very addictive, how do I describe this? It's a competitive tower defense game where you battle between an actual player, and the way you do this is you're both playing the same round of tower defense, just with your own board or whatever, right? And you get to send additional enemies to your other side to boost the amount of income you get. It's not, I can't really explain this concept well. It's just a very unique game that I love what they did because if you don't know, but Bloons Tower Defense is a single player, or technically it's co-op now, a tower defense game, and I love how they've converted all those mechanics into an actual competitive, like genuinely competitive tower defense game. It's a concept that I haven't really seen at all in the video game industry as for what I've known. Now, let's go to the most mainstream game probably of this year. Actually, that's a lie. That's like Minecraft. They hit 1 trillion views. It's FNAF Security Breach. There are some issues with this game, mainly with performance, also with the jump scares. The jump scares are not good. They are just kind of a screech and a white girl's face. That's a bit of a bummer because I thought it was going to have a much scarier jump scare with all the 3D and ray tracing or whatever, right? As for the ray tracing, you know, it kind of exists. I think I've seen it in mirrors and like reflections or whatever. But obviously, by doing so, you get that major frame drop that has been prevalent between streamers, and honestly, yeah, it has been for me too. I hope they make the game more optimized. There's a lot of bugs in the game right now also too, so make sure you get those fixed. Before we end up this reflection video, I do want to talk about games that just exist, and I played them this year, unrelated to the games that actually released this year. For me, it's been Cuphead, Doom Eternal, N64 Online, and Happy Home Designer. Cuphead! I can't believe they finally revealed the DLC in the Game Awards. That took fucking forever, but I get it though, because they're all animating everything from scratch on paper. But they also released a show trailer, which we haven't seen from at all after its initial trailer and clip or whatever with the dice. That's cool. It's probably not going to release for like 14 years from now though. For now, for me, after I've completed this game, I've actually played it a lot for the pacifist run I'm trying to get here, where you're not supposed to get hit by any enemy. I just beated the 6th level, which is technically the final level if I haven't skipped the 3rd level, which is the f***ing hardest pacifist level, because it forces you into getting like the super invincibility meter twice without any kind of like active hazards that you can use with guns, which is crazy because it's like, yeah, just making me think about it, just because making me cough blood with how fucking terrifying it is. Anyways, the other one is Doom Eternal. It's a cool game, good music. I suck at it though, mostly because it doesn't have good motion controls. And if you're surprised by that, I'm gonna make a video soon probably on that, based on, you know, whatever upload schedule I have. So go into the N64 Online. I do not like the controls. Nintendo never gave us a ability to remap the N64 controllers onto the Joy-Cons or Pro-Cons or whatever, and they really want you to play Star Fox with all the button controls for, I think, with the triggers and the preset buttons, where like you have like down A and, or no, left A and like some other ones. It's really weird. I can't believe they got my boy Banjo-Kazooie back though. That's really cool. I'm gonna have a fun time playing that though. Paper Mario 2, I do like Paper Mario 64 better in my opinion than Thousand Year Door. I know that's a controversial opinion. I know that Thousand Year Door fans are like Thousand Year Door stands and they do not care about any other game in the world, but please, please, raise my hands right now. Right, we're gonna be all pointing fingers at Paper Mario, the Paper Mache Queen or whatever. As for the price, actually I do like the price. I don't think it's that high, mostly because, think about it like this, right? I paid $40 to get the base Switch Online and the N64 expansion, right? That means that we can automatically take out like $25 from the $50 price, because that was already accounted for with all the SNES, NES, and online, which honestly, yeah, I'm getting better fun to, because I love all the SNES games on there, especially Super Metroid. Especially with all the Mario Party stuff, the investment is finally showing, and I do like it. And then you have the extra $25, which, if you think about it, Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer is like also 20 something dollars, right? Right? Technically, you're getting some N64 games and some Sega games for like $5, which is pretty good in my opinion, even though they're kind of shitty and they don't control well and they're kind of like lit really weird and the shadows kind of like disappear or whatever. That's a better price than most things you can find on the internet, other than piracy, which, I don't know, that's for you to decide if that's good or not. And that's it! I played a lot of other games here and there, but I'm not going to say it all here. Generally speaking, the highlights for this year has been that. And in a couple of days, let's hope it's soon, I'm going to release another video focusing on things that could come this year, especially with what I think is going to come this year, and what my ideas are going to be, because we all know that Breath of the Wild 2 and Bayonetta 3 is coming out. I don't need to spell it out for you that it's going to come out. You already know, so some of my ideas, but also some clarity of some ideas, I guess, some for like what I want from those games, and also, you know, Chris Pratt, but yeah. Happy New Year, and also Merry Christmas. I never got to say that, so I don't really know. Bye!